welcome. I'm your host, Dr. Ruby Gill, and I feel honored to welcome you all on the behalf of lovely professional university. So, attendees, I'm glad to share with much excitement that today our expert will deliver her expertise and tell us about how to start your degree in LPU and finish overseas. So I'm sure you all will be as excited I am for today's webinar. So kindly allow me to introduce our expert. Ms. Supriya Matthew, Associate Director, Head, Division of International Affairs, lovely professional university. A dynamic professional and intellectual personality with a very rich profile. She has worked across borders with a huge number of international universities and has developed unique study abroad models for students to study overseas. Her expertise lies in establishing international partnerships with an emphasis on student mobility, having been involved with very practical matters pertaining to international education, such as international partnership, translation education, student advising admissions, exchange management. She is involved in overall coordination of the university's internationalization, strategic decision making, building new partnership student mobility, international research projects, diplomacy, and government relations. So, ma'am, it's a privilege to have you on board with us today. Thank you so much for joining us. Further, we have with us our admission expert, Mr. Neeraj Sharma, Senior Officer, Lovely Professional University.
Thank you, Dr. Ruby, for that kind introduction. If you allow, I will start my presentation.
Yes, ma'am, over to you.
Right. So good afternoon from Fagwara, Punjab, to everyone present over here. It's nice to meet you all. My name is Supriya Matthew, and I head the Division of International Relations. And today I'm here to talk majorly about 2+2 program, or the International Credit Transfer Program, which has commonly you have come to know as a 2+2 or a 1+1 setup. But before I go ahead and start talking about the International Credit Transfer Program, I would like to talk a bit about the different internationalization or different opportunities for study abroad that we give to our students. So let me start moving my slides. Okay, here we go. So international opportunities at LPU are abundant. We do a lot of internationalization with almost 300 universities around the world. And these universities are from UK, Australia, Canada, US, France, Germany, Lithuania, Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Northern Europe, and the rest of the world. So we work with, countries like Indonesia and Africa also, and we do a lot of joint work with them. Now, different opportunities that, and ideally a student who enters into first year would be available could look like this. One is that you can go for short periods of, international exposures, where you could go for a week or 2 weeks abroad to one of our partner universities in a summer school or a winter school. This, travel to summer school or a winter school, you can do in all 4 years or 3 years of your tenure at LPU. You can start going from year 1. Generally, we allow you to go during your summer holidays or during your winter holidays. But sometimes for short duration of time, for a 2-day or a 3-day international program, you can go during the semester also. Another thing that is available after 6 months into LPU for our students is the semester exchange opportunities. Students can actually, go to almost 60 to 70 of our partner universities in Europe and the Western world. When I say Western, that is US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. The students can actually go to these countries and the countries of Europe and spend one semester at any of our partner universities. So there are a chosen few set of universities where you can go and do a semester exchange program. What is semester exchange? We don't expect the school going students to know what is semester exchange. So semester exchange is when you spend one full term. You know the terms, no? The term exam, the first term exam, the second term exam. So semester is like a term. It's like a 4 to 5 months of period which you can actually go and spend in a university abroad. You can give the exams of what you studied, what subjects you studied. You know subjects and courses, right? And you get a mark sheet or a transcript from there, and you bring it back. So that's a semester exchange program. So it is like, studying in a different university while being in LPU. It's studying, with foreigners, foreign students while you are a student of LPU. This is one exclusive opportunity that we give, which is very competitive and which is a life-changing opportunity for a lot of our students. There are a lot of internships which are available for the students. They can go for research internships to different parts of the world, uh, depending upon which partner university is ready to accept them. Generally, the international office, accelerates and supports internships which are into research. We send you for a lot of research internships to different partner universities where you work under different professors for different issue different research premises. Then scholarships for meritorious students. Uh, as we work closely with different universities and different higher education institutions and different international organizations around the world, these organizations and universities and higher educational institutions, they give scholarships for students to go and study abroad or to conduct some research. From time to time, we publish such and promote such opportunities to the students. We actually bring these opportunities to the students. I'll give you an example. Like the New Zealand embassy, they did virtual exchanges and then they did virtual internships for our students. So which meant that a student of LPU could actually, study for a certificate course from, which was certified by one company in New Zealand, firm in New Zealand, and the certificate was given by Education New Zealand and University of Auckland. So there are numerous such examples where we work with different governments around the world, we work with different companies, and we work with different universities, and we bring different meritorious merit-based scholarships for our students. And they can be for a period of 1 day, they can be period for 3 days, for a week, or they could be scholarships in your different semester exchange, international credit transfer programs, or something like that. Masters abroad opportunity is an opportunity for the students who are in the last year of their undergraduate or bachelor's program. If you decide to go abroad, LPU will not tell you that you have to study in LPU for your masters. We will actually help you to take a admission in a good university abroad. That's a masters abroad program. We send you to our partner universities if they like your candidature. If they do not like your candidature, then of course you don't get to go to these partner universities. Then we send you to a university which is ready to accept your candidature. Now, today's seminar is more about the International Credit Transfer Program. I repeat, what has commonly been now been known as the 2+2 or a 1+1 model. Let me talk about it. What is an international credit transfer program and what's the big buzz about it? So many students from LPU are taking admissions to different partner universities programs into BSc and BBAs and B designs. halfway through their program at LPU. How does that happen? So if you are doing a 3-year or a 4-year program at LPU, we plan a transfer after 2 years for you to go to a university in UK, US, Australia, Canada, or New Zealand. So it is like a planned transfer and articulated pathway for students who would like to complete their studies in reputed universities. So you will study 50% of the program at LPU and 50% of the program at the foreign university, sometimes 60% of the program at the foreign university in any of these countries. And these articulated and planned transfers would happen with the universities with which we have provided the list to you. So if it's a 4-year undergraduate program that you are taking admission at LPU, you will do 2 years at LPU and you will do 2 or 2.5 years at a foreign university. Sometimes it can be 2 or 3 years also at a foreign university. If you have taken admission in a 3-year undergraduate program, you will definitely do 2 years at LPU and you will do 2 or 2.5 years at a foreign partner university. If you have taken admission in a master's program, 2-year master's program at LPU, then you will do 1 year at LPU and 1 year at the foreign partner university. How is it done? Basically, the first 2 years of your program at LPU are mapped by the foreign partners, international university partners, so that whatever credits, I will use your language, whatever marks you earn against the subjects that you have studied at LPU. I'm using the school language because most of you would be school level students who have completed your class 12. But in the, at a higher education level, we'll say the courses, when you study courses, you earn credits against them. So the courses that against which you have earned credits, they will be mapped or they will be compared by the foreign partner universities, and they will transfer the courses and their credits into their system. So you will not be studying the first 2 years that you studied at LPU again over there in the partner university. And most of the times the partner university accepts the transferred students unless if you have completed the course at LPU. Which degree will I get? Why do I do a transfer? You will ask a question, why shall I take an international credit transfer and what is the big thing about it? So the big thing about it is that the final degree that will be given by the foreign university. So if you have gone to Canada, the degree that you will get will be the degree of a foreign partner university. When I keep saying partner means partner university to LPU. A university which has signed a collaborative agreement with LPU to accept the students. So international credit transfer is not done by any university and every university. They check the credentials of the university, they check the reputation and the branding of the university, foreign universities, and then only they tie up with Indian universities. And of course, LPU you already know that it is one of the best and the leading universities of India. So coming back to which degree will you get? The name of the degree could be different from the degree that you had taken admission at LPU. For instance, if you had taken admission at LPU and you want to go to UK, the name of the degree could go into Bachelor of Science from a BTech CSE degree, because computer science in UK is an arts and science program. So you take admission into LPU for a BTech CSE, Computer Science Engineering program. But if you go to UK, you might get a Bachelor of Science degree instead of a BTech CSE degree. I make it a point to include this in my presentation so that there is no confusion around here, because BTech, Bachelor of Technology, engineering is not a computer science program. Computer science program in UK is comes under arts and science faculty. It does not come under engineering in UK. In UK, if you take if you have taken admission in LPU in a Bachelor of Business Administration at LPU, then when you go to UK, you could get a Bachelor of Business or a Bachelor of Arts Business. Again, because it's a arts and humanities program. In US, if you take a BTech CSE program from LPU, the end degree would be Bachelor of Science, because again, computer science is a science program. Another important question generally which the students ask, and I'm sure after telling this to you, you will ask it again. Where will I pay the fee? LPU University or University abroad? So this is how we have divided the math. For the 2 years that you study in LPU, you pay the LPU fee and a small international credit transfer fee that they charge from you, that we charge from you. And the years that you spend in the university, international partner university, you will be paying the fees to them. So 2 years at LPU, pay the LPU fee plus the international credit transfer fee, which is not a very huge amount. And 2 years or 3 years in the university abroad, you pay the fee of the foreign partner university. The budget would depend upon the country and university chosen by the student. On an average, I mean, generally students ask, how much money will I have to spend? On an average, to go to any university in US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, you have to spend 25 lakhs to 30 lakhs. And it also depends on the university. And this would include your living expenses also. The fee that we charge at LPU for your international credit transfer fee is 1.5 lakhs. I'm giving you an approximation of fees for different countries. So if you are taking an international credit transfer to a university in UK, their average fee is between £15,000 to £20,000. And when you go abroad, I'm not sure whether you know this. So if you go abroad, if you go to any of these developed nations, you have to show in your bank account the living expenses that you need. So basically you have to show that, if I have to stay in this country, the government will check whether you have the money to, spend to stay afloat and take care of your living expenses. So basically, in UK, understand this carefully. The average fee of a university is 15,000 to 20,000 pounds, and the living expenses per year is 9,800 pounds. A UK university, if it is partnering with LPU, generally gives a scholarship of 2,000 to 3,000 pounds. Each university has a different scholarship pattern. And after you complete the degree at LPU, you do 50% of the program at LPU, 50 to 60% of the program in the UK university. The work permit that you get after getting a degree locally from UK is for 2 years. There is another added advantage of UK, which I'll come to later on. First, let's talk about the fees. So, making you understand, the average fee could be 15,000 to 20,000 pounds, which is approximately 15 to 20 lakhs. Approximate living cost is 9,800 pounds per year, and you have to show that in your bank. So it comes to almost 9.5 lakhs. So we are talking about 20 to 25 lakhs for a UK university, depending upon which university you choose. If you go to US, there is a fee bracket of 25,000 to 30,000 US dollars, which comes to almost 24 lakhs to 20 lakhs to 24 lakhs. The living expenses comes to 10,000 to 15,000 US dollars. And scholarships can be anywhere between 5,000 US dollars to 15,000 US dollars. Here I've written 8,000, but some students who are not very academically strong or meritorious, they get a 5,000 US dollar scholarship also. So it all depends upon your academics, and it all depends on the partner university. I cannot promise you that I'll get you an 8,000 US dollar scholarship, but generally as a practice, these universities, they give to the partner universities, students who go through the partner universities, such kind of scholarships. And there is a 3-year OPT. What is OPT? That's a work permit, optional practical training. So the students who go under STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, students who take programs under STEM will get a 3-year stay back option and work permit. Student who go under humanities and liberal arts will get a 1-year optional practical training or 1-year work permit. Okay. Australia, the average fee is 28,000 or 30,000 to 35,000 Australian dollars, and living expenses is $20,000. And generally scholarships, Australian universities as of today are giving scholarships which are amounting to 15 to 25%, and you get a 3 years work permit or a 2 years work permit at the end of the degree. For Canada, sorry, there was somebody from there's an international university which is visiting. So sorry for the disturbance. So for a Canadian university, the average fee of a Canadian university starts from $22,000 or $24,000 to $30,000. I'm talking about the average fee of a university. It can, if you want to go to a University of British Columbia, then it can also go to 45,000 Canadian dollars. Although we do not have a international credit transfer partnership under them. So $24,000 to $30,000 is the fee, and 10,000 Canadian dollars is what you have to show as SSD, and you get a 2 to 3 years work permit. New Zealand, 40,000 New Zealand dollars, and 20,000 New Zealand dollars is the living expenses. 40,000 New Zealand dollars are the average fee, and you get a 3 years work permit. So if you look at it, if you do some math, then basically 25 to 30 lakhs is what you're expected to spend. And if you calculate the scholarships, some of these universities, they give scholarships, some of them they do not. Why would you take an international credit transfer program? Why not take a admission into a undergraduate, into a university still straight out of school? For one, you also know yourself, when you step out of class 12, you're quite young, and it is very difficult for you to understand how you're going to adjust into a different culture, how you're going to be, somebody who can adjust and live over there. So it is something which is very helpful. If you take 2 years admission at LPU, do 2 years of college life in India, and trust me, college life or a university life is very different from a school life. It is a very different kind of a life. So LPU actually prepares you for college life. And most of the students who come to us, some of you must be coming to us from Punjab, from different, cities. A lot of our students come to us from different parts of India and different parts of the world. You are actually staying away from home while being in India. So we actually prepare you for a college life and a life out of your home. And then we send you to a international location, to a foreign partner university. Your parents are also comfortable because, by the time you have completed 2 years at LPU, you are 19, 20 years old or 21 years old. and your parents are comfortable that you have managed to live all alone in LPU, although LPU provides a lot of pastoral care, and now you're confident enough and smart enough to go abroad and live on your own. So that is one very strong benefit which is there, very strongly present for the students, and the parents believe in it. Because I know that most of you who are aspiring to go abroad, the parents are a little wary or a little concerned to send you right out of school for an international credit transfer. Of course, if you coming to the next benefit, it is amazingly cost effective, because when you start the degree at LPU, you pay for only 2 years fees in Indian rupees. I don't know what is the LPU fee, but I know for sure that you're paying fee in Indian rupee, and LPU is a very friendly university. So LPU gives you some scholarships also. And then you go abroad, you pay 25 to 30 lakhs. Definitely LPU is not charging you 25 to 30 lakhs. LPU is charging, 1/5 or 1/6 of that. So just see the math that you know, just see the math of it. If you would have spent 25 lakhs per year for a 4-year bachelor's degree, you would have spent 1 crore. But if you're spending for 2 years at LPU and you're just spending 2 or 2.5 years abroad, then you are saving up half of your money. You're bigger, you're older, you're smarter, and you know how to handle yourself. And then also, most of these countries, all these English speaking and non-English speaking European countries, they give you the benefit of working 20 hours legally. So you can, during the week. So during the week, you can work 20 hours legally and, support your living expenses. And we always advise you to go ahead and, work into small jobs. And it's not a shame. Everybody does these jobs, because it's when an Indian goes from a different culture from India, it helps them to adjust into that country and understand their culture. Another very big, there are multiple benefits if you've noticed. Another very big benefit is that students get post-study work rights. So after you get a local degree from that country, you get the work rights from that country. 1 year work right, 2 year work rights, 3 years work right. And the amount of money that you have invested, if you've managed to find a job for yourself, then you can actually earn that money back. You're understanding what I'm trying to say? The benefits are immense. Benefits, then after 3 years or 2 years of work permit, or and doing jobs over there, most of the times students become eligible for a permanent residency abroad also. Although that is something which LPU does not help you in, that is something that you will only be able to help yourself. When you get a foreign degree, there are definitely chances of better remuneration when you're equipped with an international degree of your chosen field. In UK, if you remember, I had said that in UK doing a degree, degree has another benefit. So if you do 2 years at LPU and if you do 3 years at UK, in second year of your time at UK, you can actually work in an industry and get a fully paid salary, like a 16,000 to 18,000 pounds. So imagine doing 2 years at LPU, third year at UK university, going into the fourth year, working in the industry, earning something like a 12, 13, 15,000, 16,000 pound, which actually you have earned the next year's fee for the university. And here there is another benefit. So when you go into the industry where the university helps to place you, you do not actually pay anything to the university. Just a 1,000 or a 1,500 pounds you pay to the university. You actually go and work in the industry. You get a job. You get inducted into the work culture. and you get an industrial training diploma from the university where you were studying. You do 1 year of industrial internship, you come back, you do another year of studies at UK, you finish your degree. Just imagine the kind of experience that you have gathered when you work in the industrial training program in the UK. And because of that work experience, most of our students get good jobs. So just if you go through the benefits are immense. Generally, the students ask me what are the eligibility criteria. Minimum 6.5 CGPA is required with no backlogs at the time of applying, IELTS 6.5, and enough funds to pay the tuition fee and living expenses at the foreign university. Obviously, I have told you about the funds. Programs available for credit transfer program are BTech CSE, Bachelor of Technology, Computer Science Engineering, BTech Mechanical Engineering, BTech ECE, Electronics and Communication Engineering, BTech Civil Engineering, BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Commerce, Bachelor of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, Bachelor of Arts Culinary Arts, Bachelor of Design Fashion, BSc Information Technology, BTech Mechanical Engineering and Mechatronics, BTech Biotechnology, BTech Automobile Engineering. Programs available for credit transfer at the level of Masters are MBA, MTech Biotechnology, MTech Electronics and Communication Engineering. Different universities, LPU has different tie-ups. With Northern Arizona University, we have tied up for BTech Computer Science Engineering and Mechanical Engineering. With California State University, BTech Computer Science Engineering. With North Alabama University in US. These are all the universities in US, and there are more. We're continuously adding more and more universities to it. San Francisco State University, you can go to BTech Computer Science Engineering. With Rowan, you can go to BTech Computer Science Engineering. Murray State University, again Computer Science Engineering. In Canada, we work with Trent University, Lethbridge, Brock, South Alberta Institute of Technology, Cape Breton for BBA, BCom and Computer Science and Biotechnology. In UK, we work with Heriot-Watt, Huddersfield, Greenwich, Trent, University of Arts for Mechanical Engineering, Hotel Management, Automobile Engineering, Mechanical Engineering and BBA. In Australia, we work with Curtin University in Perth, Swinburne University of Technology in Melbourne, Lathrop University in Melbourne, and they have all 3-4 campuses, James Cook University in Brisbane, Newcastle University and Deakin University. So with New Zealand, we are working with Massey University, which is a top 200, 300 ranked university, Lincoln University. You can do a 1+1 MBA and still get a work permit. And Victoria University of Wellington. We have some programs for international credit transfer in Europe also with Vytautas Magnus University. I know the name is strange, Lithuania. We have a BTech Biotechnology 2+2 and an MTech Biotechnology 1+1. And so on and so forth. So this is the kind of offerings that we have for our students when we do international credit transfer programs. Now I'm open for questions or whatever Dr. Ruby has to advise.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an impactful presentation. You have bounded us with your visionary thoughts. And audience, thank you for your patience and participation. I'm sure you must have upgraded your skills, your learning by the input shared by Dr. Supriya Matthew. So thank you, Mrs. Supriya Matthew, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. So yeah, ma'am, we have few queries from our attendees. Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, with your permission, we'll take up those queries.
Or Mr. Neeraj Sharma wants to give a presentation first. How do you want to do it?
Ma'am, that's your call. If you want that our admission expert will come on the platform, we'll welcome you in. We'll take the queries after the session, after his part.
So you can go ahead and Mr. Neeraj can give the presentation.
All right, ma'am. So attendees, before we take up the queries, we have with us our admission expert, Mr. Neeraj Sharma sir with us. So he'll give you the insight about the fee, eligibility, and scholarship, which I'm sure will make you save a lot of money. And in addition to that, he'll also give you an insight about the infrastructure part of the university. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. And over to you for the admission part of the university.
Thank you so much, Ruby ma'am. Good afternoon, all of you. Before we start up with the presentation part, I would like to tell you a little bit about university first. Then we'll switch on to the presentation part. And later on, if you'll have any queries, we'll be more than happy to help you. Even ma'am has already joined us, so she'll be the one who'll be handling. Even if I can be of any help, I'll also be happy to help you out for that. So once I start off with this LPU part, right? If you search on Google, we are now India's largest private university in terms of area and number of students on a single campus. We have only one campus in India, and that is situated in Fagwada, very close to Jalandhar in Punjab. It is such a huge campus that the total area is more than 650 acres of land. So you can very well imagine that people from 50 different countries are coming here in this campus for various programs. And there is not even a single state in India from where we don't have good number of students. So 50 different countries, all states from India means a big thing, right? And if you talk about facilities, we have each and every facility available within the campus. Like we have a huge mall there, we have a hospital, separate hostel facilities for boys and girls which are 100% secure. Then we have indoor stadium with various sports facilities. Then we have banks, ATM, food courts, post office, whatever a student needs in a day-to-day life. Almost all the facilities are available within the campus itself. Now let us start with the presentation part, right? You'll be more clear with it. So even I'll be showing you a few pictures so that accordingly you'll be able to get the details clearly, right? Now on the very first screen, I'm starting with a bang. Like LPU students have broken the records. If you remember, there were Olympic Games held in 2021, because though they were organized in 2020, but because of the COVID, they got shifted to 21. So in those games, 13 LPU students have participated in those Olympic Games, right? And I feel proud to share that 10% of the Indian Olympic participants were LPU students. So none other than Neeraj Chopra, then our Indian hockey team players. So we had 13 good number of students from LPU who participated, and they have brought laurels not only to LPU but to the complete nation. Another feather to a cap, you can say that LPU team lifted runners-up trophy at Khelo India University Games, and none other than our Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, along with Sports Minister, Mr. Anurag Thakur. They were the one who awarded the runners-up trophy to LPU team at Khelo India University Games, and we have brought very good medals, which included both gold, silver, as well as bronze medals. Now coming to the ranking parts, right? So again, I feel proud to share that as per the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings of 2022, LPU stands at 74th position globally, which means something, right? 74th position globally is a very good rank. And if I talk about Times Higher Education World University Rankings of 2022, which are released recently, so LPU stands at 36th position among the top universities of India. And these includes both government as well as private universities. And if I individually tell you subject-wise rankings, so we are second in business and economics, we are 8th in clinical health, 9th in computer science, and 10th in engineering and life sciences. Another very good ranking, which is called Atal Ranking of Institutions on Innovation Achievements, LPU is ranked 3rd in India. And if I talk about another good ranking, which is called NIRF ranking, which is released by Ministry of Education, Government of India, and I'm talking about the latest NIRF ranking of 2022, LPU stands at 47th position among all government and private universities in India. It is again a very big achievement that we are among the first 50 in India as far as the Government of India and Ministry of Education, which is called NIRF ranking. Then about the campus life and exposure offered here in LPU. So what a student can expect, that what kind of campus life he'll be facing and what kind of exposures a student can get. So in the very first slide, you can see none other than our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. He was here with us in our campus, and he was the one who inaugurated Indian Science Congress in 2019. And all other big personalities, not only known in India but known globally. You can see here in the picture His Holiness Dalai Lama. Yes, he was here in LPU campus and he presided over one of the functions held recently. Then you can see two former presidents of two different countries. One ex-president of Afghanistan, another ex-president of India. They both shared the dais and they were part of one of the convocation held in LPU. Then you can see none other than Shri Arun Jaitley ji, our ex-finance minister. He was here and he inaugurated the startup school of LPU. Then of course Gohar Gopal Das, the spiritual guru, he was here and he was the one who initiated and discussed his life experiences and other teachings to all the students and faculty members. Then of course the Bollywood icons, the Bollywood personalities, you name them and you will find them here. You can see in the picture Shah Rukh Khan is there, Deepika is there, then Ranbir Kapoor, Alia Bhatt. You will face and you will find so many personalities coming down to LPU campus to share their experiences and encourage the students accordingly. Then, of course, if I talk about MS Dhoni, our ex cricket team captain, yes, he was here with us in LPU and he shared his life experiences and encouraged the students accordingly. Then talking about the infrastructure, the picture which you can see here in the slide, these are the 14 blocks back to back, including the library and the ECE department. And you can see an open air theater also where functions can be held apart from the auditorium which we have. And this is the one, the auditorium, which has the capacity of 2,500 students in one go, right? It's a huge, huge auditorium for the benefit of the students and for events to be organized. This is the mall I was talking about. We have a huge mall which is situated within the campus, and this is such a mall where different shops and facilities are available for the benefit of the students. This is the inner view of the mall. You can see different shops available in the campus. Then this is the library, fully automated library which is functional 24/7, and students can go and study there any part of the time, wherever they find time, can be at night or in the morning. So this is a fully automated library for the students. Then some recreational facilities are also available for the students, like you can see in the picture. This is the bowling area. Then we have fully equipped gymnasiums, gyms are there. Then of course this is the hospital we have situated within the campus, which is a 25 bedded hospital which includes a dental chair as well. Then the inner view of the hospital. Then this is the indoor stadium we have within the campus. It's such a huge indoor stadium that we do have a Olympic size swimming pool. Then we have different games facilities like badminton, volleyball, basketball, squash. Courts are also available here within the indoor stadium. And of course we do have a gun shooting range as well. And this is the panoramic view of the campus, and this is the night view of the campus, which is showing the hostel facilities available within the campus. Now coming to the another part, let's say somebody is interested, as ma'am was discussing about the international transfer options available. Yes, we do have very good facilities available with us. So if anybody is interested to know the details of the program, so what you need to do is you need to go to our website, which is called lpu.in. You have to type lpu.in. You'll reach this page. On the very first page, you will find a tab by the name admissions. When you click on this tab, you will be asked that you are looking for which kind of programs. Are you looking for undergraduate programs or postgraduate programs or programs after your post graduation, or can be doctoral programs? So depending on your area of interest and your eligibility, you can search the programs. Let's say I'm interested for after 12th undergraduate programs. So what I'll do is I'll click on a particular program, regular programs. Then in front of me, I'll find different streams in which a student can take admission, which are after 12th. These are the disciplines which have been given, can be engineering, management, pharmaceutical, right? So depending on your area of interest, let's say if I'm interested in engineering, right? So what I'll do is I'll click on this part. Again, these are the streams which are available within the engineering. You can be interested in computer science, can be ECE, can be robotics and automation, mechanical, biotechnology. So again, depending on your interest, whether you are taking admission here, you'll be studying here, because in case of international transfer option, what are the things ma'am has already discussed in detail, that for 2 years you'll be studying here within LPU campus, and as per your desired university in which you want to take transfer, so for the remaining 2 years you'll be studying there, you'll be completing your program, provided you have to fulfill some prerequisite requirements before taking transfer. So let's say if I'm interested in computer science, so I'll click on this part, and in front of me I'll have all the options related to computer science, which can be computer science honors program, and these are the specialized minors offered. And if I'm interested to know the details of BTech CSE, so I'll click on this page, and in front of me I'll have each and every option related to computer science, starting from the eligibility criteria, which says that you need to have 60% aggregate marks in 10+2 with physics, mathematics and English as compulsory subjects, and subject to qualifying either our LPUNS test or JEE mains. That means there is an option, either you have to clear JEE mains with 85 percentile and above, or you will be clearing LPUNS, then only you will be eligible to take admission in BTech CS, provided you should have scored more than 60% marks in 10+2 with these subjects, right? So once the eligibility criteria is done, then you can have details of the program, about the rankings which I was telling about, then the curriculum highlights, then of course you can go through the detail of the curriculum, that what all will be taught in different years. If I'm interested to know the syllabi of first year, so what all will be taught in autumn term and spring, these are all mentioned here subject wise. You can go through in detail that what all will be taught in first year, similarly in second year, third year, and so on. Then of course, then other information is also available, like what are the electives offered in the curriculum, which can be cloud computing, can be Internet of Things, machine learning, cyber security, data science, full stack web development, and so on, right? Then coming to the fee part, then fees as per the program is 1,20,000 per semester without any scholarship. This is the fee for BTech CSE, but we are giving very good scholarships. So what we have done is we have divided all the scholarships into 3 different parts. You can call them bracket 3, bracket 2, bracket 1, or category 3, category 2, category 1. And there are different ways, different strategies through which a student can win scholarship. Like for example, if you are interested to get scholarship on the basis of LPUNS, of course we provide you scholarship on the basis of LPUNS. Let's say somebody has appeared for the exam and the score of that LPUNS falls in bracket 3, category 3. In that case, 18% of the scholarship will be given to the student, and the applicable fee will be only 98,400 per semester. And in case if he performs little bit better in the test and the score falls in category 2, in that case 28% scholarship will be given and the fee will be 86,400 per semester. Similarly, if he is lucky to get bracket 1 or category 1 cutoff, in that case 38% scholarship will be given and the fee will be 74,400 per semester, right? So this is on the basis of LPUNS test. Now there are other categories, other ways also through which a scholarship can be won. Like if somebody wants to claim scholarship on the basis of 12th percentage, again we have slabs. Like if your percentage falls between 80 to 89.99 in 12th, in that case again you can be eligible for 18% scholarship. If the percentage of 12th falls between 90 to 94.99, you get 28% scholarship. And if it is 95 and above, you get 38% scholarship. And another category, like on the basis of JEE Mains percentile also, you can claim scholarship. If the percentile, as I told you, minimum eligibility cutoff is 85. So if the percentile is between 85 to 90, again you get 18%. If it is between 90 to 95, you get 28%. And if it is above 95, so it is 38%. But you need to remember one thing, that though there are different categories through which scholarships are given in LPU, but you can claim only one category, only one scholarship, and that too which is highest. For example, if there is a student who is eligible for scholarship on the basis of 12th percentage also, on the basis of JEE Mains percentile also, on the basis of LP Nest also. So what we do is, at the time of admission, we will compare all the categories in which he or she is eligible for scholarship. So after comparing, we'll see that in which particular category the student is getting the best one. So whichever category you are getting the best scholarship, that will be given to you. The remaining two will be waived off. So that means you will get only one scholarship, and that too which is best among all the categories in which you are eligible for scholarship. And another best point in LPU is, whatever scholarship a student gets in the very first semester, that gets carried forward for the complete program. So now BTech is a 4-year degree, there are 8 semesters. So if you are eligible for 38% scholarship in your very first semester, this 38% benefit will be given to the student for all 4 years, all 8 semesters. But again, you need to remember, this will be given only to those students who will be completing their BTech in LPU. If you are planning to take transfer to the concerned university outside India, so these will be applicable only for first 2 years in which you are studying in LPU. Okay, so this scholarship will not be applicable to those students after they take transfer to the concerned university outside India. Okay. Now, apart from that, there are other categories also through which scholarships are given. So, depending, like if somebody whose parents are in defense, we do give scholarship on the basis of defense. Then you can take scholarships on the basis of other category, like financial aids are there. But again, you need to remember that only one will be given, which is the best one. Then other salient features of the program and other things. But before I tell you, you need to remember there are specific dates to apply, because as I told you, either you will be clearing your JEE Mains with 85 percentile and above. If somebody has not appeared for the exam, you will have to apply for LPU Nest, which is mandatory. So in that case, the last date to apply is 31st of July. So you have to rush off. You have to immediately apply for this test and get your seat reserved, because the student can book the slot of the exam himself or herself. So first you will apply for LPU Nest application, you will book your slot for the exam, and the last day to book the exam slot is 5th of August. That is the last date of exam. So once you appear for that exam, the result will be out within 24 hours. And after the result is out, you can apply for admission within 7 days after the declaration of the result, but subject to the last date, which is 10th of August. Now, maybe I'll be briefing a little bit about LPU and its international transfer option. Maybe ma'am has already told you, right? So there is a particular amount involved, right? So which is called international transfer fee, which is being charged from the student, and that is 1.5 lakhs. So you'll be paying that amount before you take transfer in 2 different installments, right? So the prerequisite requirements, like you will be clearing your IELTS with 6.5 bands, you need to maintain your CGPA of 6.5 and 6.5 CGPA here before taking, and you'll be paying as per the country in which you are taking transfer. So if you are planning to go to Canada, you'll be paying in Canadian dollars. If it is Australia, you'll be paying in Australian dollars. So depending on those facilities, you'll take transfer and you'll fulfill all the requirements before taking transfer. Okay. Now again, coming into that part where I was telling you that you have to jot down the details here, right? In case if you are interested, I already told you this is the website www.lpu.in where you'll get all the information. This is the official website of LPU. If you want to drop a mail and get your query solved, you can drop a mail at admissions@lpu.co.in. Even you can give us a call on these numbers, which are 01824 517 000. Another number is 404404. So before I finish up, I would like to tell you one more thing, that all those students who want to attend the webinars for different topics, different subjects, you need to go to the same page, which is admissions, and on the extreme left, if you search, you'll find a tab here by the name LPU's Edu-Fair Webinars. So when you click on this tab, you'll find a link where you can join the upcoming webinars. So again, depending on your area of interest, so this is the link I'm talking about, see upcoming webinars. When you click here, you'll find different experts with the different topics with a particular time and a date. So there is a particular registration process. You need to click on this register button and you can join these webinars depending on your area of interest. Even if you are planning to go through the past webinars, there is a link here which says past webinars. So you can see the past webinars also. So you will find the YouTube recordings here because these have already been done in the last days. So you can just go through this link, view YouTube recording, and you can search for the particular topic in which you are interested. But the ones which are upcoming, you can straight away join and get yourself registered here. Right? Thank you so much for your time. Wish you all the best, and please make sure that if you are really interested, you need to register yourself latest by 31st of July, which is the last day to apply for LPUs. So don't lose that time and go and get yourself registered immediately and make your career bright in LPU. Thank you so much. All the best. Over to you, Ruby ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir, for the detailed information about the admission part. I'm sure attendees must have benefited from all the details you have shared among them. So thank you so much, sir. So now we'll take a few queries from the attendees. So with your permission, we'll take up those queries.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So ma'am, there is a query from Nilanki Saha. He wants to know that can BTech honors CSE student opt for credit transfer program?
Yes. I mean, are you a current student of LPU or are you planning to take admission to LPU?
Ma'am, he's planning to take admission, or he wants to opt for 2+2 international credit transfer program. So just
if you want to opt for international credit transfer program, that's a separate program. Then BTech honors program. So it is called as an international credit transfer program. It would have a separate course code. I don't think there is an honors option available over there.
Yes, you're right, ma'am. It's not applicable for honors. It is applicable for a minor stream, which is called BTech CS.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. There is another query from Manish Sharma. He wants to know that he is the performing arts student of PhD level. So can he be selected for international internship?
His name is Neeraj. What is his name?
Manish Sharma, ma'am.
Manish, are you currently a student of LPU? You're pursuing PhD at LPU?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So, performing arts students, we'll have to explore. You can come and visit the international office and meet my team. They would help you to find out a right opportunity. Internship in PhD is not possible, but research internship could be something which we can explore.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely. All right. Thank
We
you so much,
sit
ma'am.
out of sorry, I just wanted to complete this, Dr. Ruby. We sit out of 32310, 32 block, 310 room number. Please drop in whenever you are in the university, or write an email to me. I'll put you in touch with the right person.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, ma'am, we'll take up another query. So, another query is from Amin. So, the query is he wants to talk in international credit transfer program. It will be required IELTS or TOEFL. TOEFL, either of the two is required. So, if yes, then where will I get the coaching? So, where the student will get the coaching? Query is from Amin.
Did you do your English? Did you do your class 12th in English medium? Yes or a no?
Yes, ma'am. He did his.
Okay. If you did your class 12th in English medium, or you have done that 12 or 13 years or 14 years of education in English medium, you generally do not require coaching, is what I advise. You have to self practice for IELTS. IELTS is a requirement which is mandatory if you're taking a credit transfer to universities in UK and in Canada and Australia. In US and UK, it depends on the university. They tell us whether they need IELTS or they need some other eligibility test. So, and how will you get the coaching? Is actually IELTS is a very easy thing. It is not difficult. It is people just become afraid of it. If you go to a library and sit with some mock tests and do those concentrated mock tests, pick up on your reading habits, because generally what has happened to all of us, is what I feel, that we have now picked up a habit of googling and reading 2-3 lines. We do
Yes.
not read full text, full pages, so our speed of reading does not become fast. So pick up books and go through the books fully, understand it, pick up on your vocabulary, develop a reading understanding and a listening habit. That is the essence of how you are going to actually get good marks in IELTS or TOEFL. No, personally, I do not believe in coaching institutes in IELTS and TOEFL. But if you really want some kind of coaching and all, there are facilities here, nearby the university, and within the university also, Division of Student Affairs arranges for such kind of facilities. So once you come into the university, you will understand there is a whole lot of things which are available for you for different kinds of examinations or different kind of competitive examinations within India. I hope that answers your question, but I would still say pick up a book from today and start reading it. You would end up clearing your IELTS on your own without any coaching or external help.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such a guidance for the students. Ma'am, there is a follow-up question from Nilanki Saha. He wants to seek advice from you that which is better, BTech CSE 2+2 credit transfer or BTech CSE honors?
See, you are asking a person who's the ambassador of International Credit Transfer Program, which is better. So definitely International Credit Transfer is better. You need to understand that computer science at this point in time, especially after COVID, it was like that before COVID also, but due to COVID, the whole world went virtual. People who did not have anything virtually also had to start doing things virtually. So computer science people, the developers, the junior developers, senior developers, specialized developers knowing different languages are going to be in demand for quite a lot, for the next 10, 20, 30 years, because you can do a small business, but if you want to scale up, you need technology. Technology is needed if you want to scale up. So BTech CSE is a good option, whether you do it in India whether you do it in a 2+2 model is something which is your prerogative. If you have the budget without putting too much of stress on your parents, or if your parents can manage it, then go for a 2+2. Because end of the road, you will be able to, get a degree from abroad and get work permit from abroad and get good job, good paying jobs abroad. On the other hand, if you look at an Indian scenario, people who graduate with a computer science engineering honors or a non-honors degree also, they get very good jobs. End of the day, it is all about how well you have developed your skills, how specialized you are, and how good a developer you are. I hope that answers your question. This decision has to be yours. Write down the pros and cons. What is the budget? What is the budget that your parents can afford? And then take a decision.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, ma'am, there is another query from Rajandeep Kaur. She wants to opt BCom BCom 2+2 credit transfer, but she said that on the website, she wants to go to Canada, and on the website, Canada is not mentioned. Only Australia, New Zealand, USA. These three countries are available. So, can you guide her?
Whatever is mentioned is available at the moment. Is available for a BCom 2+2. That is what is available. I cannot promise you, and by saying that whatever is not available, I can make available for you. So go for the options. If it is a BBA which is available, then go for a BBA course. Don't go for a BCom course. If 2+2 is the end goal.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. So we'll take up last but not the least query. Ma'am, there is a query from Vikas Ranjan. He wants to know that does LPU offer abroad tour in MBA program? Or I believe the semester exchange he wants to inquire about.
Hi Vikas. Hi Vikas. I know that for this batch, the current MBA batch, such a facility is there. But I think Mr. Neeraj is the right person to answer that, because this is something which comes from your faculty.
Neeraj sir, you can give some light to this.
Yes, of course. There are options in few programs where a student can take transfer for a particular semester also, right? And there are options where a student can go for a particular, you can say, few days, maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks transfer, right? So just to have a impulse of that particular country and area. So it all depends on the program. So we have to go in details about the program, whether a semester option is available there or a particular 1 week or 3 weeks options are there. So there are different programs in which different options are available. So depending on the area of interest in which, like MBA, right? I'm sure there will be an option of a particular transfer for 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, and one particular semester option also. Though there is an option for a international transfer also there in MBA, right? So 1 year he'll be studying here, another year he can take transfer and he can go to the concerned country in which he or she is interested.
I think his question is more about whether there is a short study tour, if I can understand properly.
Yes, ma'am.
Because
so both things are available. If you want to permanently take transfer,
please go ahead. I think he got stuck.
Yes, ma'am. I think there's some kind of technical glitch from.
Let me take up the answer.
Yes,
there would be short, study tours available. You can connect with the international office or the dean of your, school, because I think they also arrange for such short study tours. When it comes to semester abroad in masters at MBA level, generally for MBAs there are less semester opportunities, because MBA is a very highly professional program, right? Though there would be a few opportunities, I would not deny it, but definitely short study tours in summer schools would be available for you. And a credit transfer opportunity, like Mr. Sharma said, would also be available for you. I hope that answers your question. We can move on to the next query.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. So, yeah, there is another query from Good Samrit. So, the attendee wants to know that if we go to abroad after this 2 years to credit transfer, will the faculty over there will do credit transfer? Will they be helpful? Like, will they treat us differently because they are coming after 2 years to the university?
See, human to human interaction is something which a university cannot guarantee. But you need to understand that universities around the world are those spaces in the world which encourage better and enhanced and noble human interactions. So there is no chance that a professor or a administrator will treat you differently because you are a credit transfer student. Because end of the day, the ethos of a university, the ethos of teaching is always there with a professional who is from the higher education or who is into the business of providing higher education. So no, they will not treat you differently, they will treat you well. It is how what actually you might face is you will go from a different cultural background and you will go into a different cultural background. So the challenges that you will face will be more internal because you will have to do an external learning. They will have a different food, they will have a different social setup, and they will have a different customs and traditions. You can adapt or you can see from outside whatever it is that you want to accept. But people do not, it is always about our attitude which lets the people behave with us in a certain way. So how you behave with them, they are going to behave with you. Be confident, you are going to be an LPU student.
Yes,
We will
ma'am. I
groom you.
completely agree with you, ma'am. I completely agree with you. So, thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, sir, for resolving all the queries of our attendees. And with this, we'll conclude today's webinar. Thank you, attendees, for sparing time and participating in today's webinar. We appreciate you all for being here, and I believe your knowledge has been enriched by your experts, by the inputs by your experts. So also I would like to express my appreciation to the experts for their valuable contribution for this webinar. I am sure your years of experience, your years of research will definitely help the audience to choose the right path. So until next time, I, Ruby, will finally sign off the session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ruby. Thank you, students. Thank you, Mr. Sharma.
Thank you so much, ma'am.